Hi guys, it's Nick. Right, this video is going to be a bit different. I've had a rather interesting looking parcel this morning, which, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be my Disney box set that I've ordered through the Disney reward codes that I've talked about in recent videos. So I'm going to show me opening that in a minute. But first I just want to say thanks to John for the chat video that we put up the other day. But I'm really sorry guys that the sound quality was so bad. We had loads of technical issues with that. We couldn't really get the quality to where we needed it, but we thought we'd better put something out because we'd tried for so long to make it work. But yeah, hopefully you could hear what John had to say. It's a really interesting chat, and thanks for chatting with me, John. We'll have to try it again when you've got a better setup going at your end. But anyway, so yeah, this arrived this morning, and I'm hoping it's going to be the Blu-ray box set that I ordered with my Disney reward code. So essentially this was free. If you've not seen those videos, within Disney videos you get these little bits of paper that have reward codes on, and you punch those into a website, and when you build up enough you can get freebies. And this one, as you can see, if I get it out, this is, whoops, one of these. So this is Disney Pixar Collection Blu-ray box set. Unfortunately, it's been rather bashed on the corner, which is not good. I might have to complain about that. But anyway, apart from the bash on the corner, which is a bit of a shame, yeah, this is fantastic. What I'm planning to do with this, maybe once I've had a replacement, is to sell it through Amazon. And what I thought I'd do as well in this video is just show you the product page and how much it's going for, and then go into CamelCamelCamel and just show you how to use Camel to not only see the like sales history, but also how to use Camel to work out how regularly an item sells and how likely it is to sell, because that I find really interesting and really useful. So yeah, so there's my freebie from Disney that arrived this morning, my little Blu-ray box set. So now I'm just going to go into Amazon and show you the product page and what these tend to sell for, and then we'll have a look in Camel as well. Okay, so this is the exact same product in Amazon, the Disney Pixar Complete Collection Blu-ray. If I try and zoom in a bit, there we go. You can see that at the moment Amazon don't have any stock, but there are 4 people selling it new, and the cheapest is £188. There's 3 people selling it used at £91.99. So if we just go in here, see the breakdown of the new offers. There you go. So it goes up from 188 all the way up to 325 is the highest price. So yeah, that looks fantastic, but is it likely to sell at that? Now, one thing that you can use to give yourself an idea if something sells is the sales rank. So if you scroll down here, zoom in a bit if I can, there we go. In with all of this information down here, you have Amazon bestsellers rank, and it's 24,490 in DVD and Blu-ray, which isn't a massive number, but again, it's not a small number, so it's obviously not selling loads and loads and loads. But what does that actually tell you? Actually, not a great deal if you ask me. But what you can do to find out more is to search on CamelCamel. Now you can either just copy this ASIN number here or just scan the barcode into CamelCamel and find out a bit about its sales history. So I thought I'd do that now. Okay, so now we're in CamelCamel. The website is just simply called CamelCamelCamel.com, and it's free to use, and you can just search the title by typing it in, or put that ASIN number I just showed you, copy and paste it in there, or scan the barcode in, whatever you like, and you find your product. And then what you get, just check you got the right product here. That's exactly the same product we were just looking at on Amazon, and again it's got the same product details. So third party new, cheapest is 189, and used is 91. And then what you get is these graphs, which are really interesting. Now this basically shows you the history of the price. So this is the price history. So this blue line, as you can see over here, Amazon don't have it, and I've turned off the price history for Amazon. You can just switch it back on. They haven't had it in stock, and it's just one line which shows the last price that they had it at when they had it in. So we'll get rid of that. The blue here shows the new price, which for quite a while has been right up at this 189 point. Briefly somebody had it on cheaper and then almost certainly sold it or took it off, and it went back up there. And this red one, you can turn these on and off, so if you want to just concentrate on the used price, you can see that it's fluctuated quite wildly, with the peak being around the £100 mark. But what is I find more useful in a way, here you have these three tabs. You've got price history, sales rank and product details. Product details just literally gives you the product details that you can get off the Amazon page. But if you go into this sales rank, you get this. Now sales rank up the side here, so the smaller numbers are the better sales rank. They indicate that an item is selling a lot, and the bigger numbers mean, you know, it sells very infrequently. And as you can see, this is sales rank for this one product, and it's up and down like a mountain range. Now this tells you when a product sells, because if you think about it, what affects product sales rank is its sales. So when you get a peak, that means it's sold on that day. So its sales rank was hovering around 36,000. It had a sale and it jumped right up the list to about 16,000. So using this, and I've got it set at the moment for the last month. Over here, you can change it from a month to 3 months. So that gives you 3 months worth of data, 6 months, a year, and the entire history of the product. So if we go back to a month, you can see that over the course of this month, these spikes indicate a sale. So we can say definitely there was one sale there. That was probably a sale as well, because the rank goes up, and the only way it can go up really is to get a sale. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's say 15 sales. So it's selling on average once every couple of days. So, you know, if you had yours listed and you were the best price, you're going to sell it within a couple of days. It's the likelihood. Based on that information, that's what I would glean from that. The problem is this only gives you information about its sales rank. You can't tell whether this was a sale of a used one or a new one. So you have to, you know, bear that in mind. If the new price was astronomical, it probably isn't selling as a new item, and these sales may represent used items only. So, you know, you have to use your judgment a bit. Now the other thing that these show, like I say, you can adjust the time here. So 3 months, you know, it gives a similar graph, so it's consistently been selling. 6 months, if you go to a year, it will include Christmas. And here you can see where the graph has a strange, you know, the pattern kind of changes there. And funnily enough, if you scroll down here, that falls with December. So sales are consistent and regular in December, so that the sales rank doesn't have time to dip back down to where it was, because it's consistently selling. So what that picture tells me is, if you really want to sell this quickly and for good money, it's a Christmas item, because you can see just from that picture that the sales peak, the number of sales this item is getting, is peaking in Christmas. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I find Camel really useful, especially those graphs that show the sales history. And it gives you a bit of confidence whether an item is likely to sell, how regularly it sells, and you can look at that data going right back for years. And you know, it gives you confidence that stuff does actually sell. So by contrast, I thought I'd just show you something that has a really high ranking that sells very infrequently, but this is an item that I have sold recently. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. It's a Pokemon board game that I had a really great sale on FBA a few weeks back. So let me just show you that. Okay, so here we are back in the Camel website, and just for a bit of contrast really, I thought I'd show you this one. So there's the product, this Pokemon Master Trainer board game. Now I had one of these and I sent it into FBA. And I'd done this search before I sent it up. That shows you price history for used, and you can see this shows the cheapest price, which when you go into the product isn't necessarily the be all and end all, because the really cheap ones, when it was down here, that was a really bad condition one, you know, that was incomplete, etc. So you can almost ignore that price when it was right down there. And you can see that the lowest price peaked at £57 not that long ago. Now I sold mine around this sort of time and I sold it for £60. So, you know, I sold it beyond the cheapest price that it was, because mine was immaculate and it was on FBA. But anyway, so that shows the price history. But what I wanted to show you particularly, if we go into sales rank. Now this is, if I go into 1 month, you can see that it's had what looks like one sale and then it's dropped off. So it looks like it's sold possibly just the once in that 1 month. This is for 3 months. And looking at those figures, I'd say that's sold 3 times. But the point is, I sold mine. This peak here is almost certainly me when I sold it. So if you do go into an item, let's go 6 months. See, nothing sold here. Yeah. All. So there you go. So this is an item that sells periodically. On average, let's say it's about what, once a month, something like that. So with an item like this, you need to have a bit of an edge. You need to either be the cheapest or perhaps be the only FBA seller, or have something that distinguishes you from the others. Otherwise, you know, those very rare sales aren't going to pick yours, if you like. But yeah, there is hope when you have really high sales ranking and very infrequent sales. You can still get a sale, which I proved by selling one of these for 60 quid a few weeks back. So there you go. I hope there was some useful information in there if you're going to be selling on Amazon and you want to gauge the likelihood of your stuff selling. I find that the data, you have to kind of learn how to read it a bit, and bear in mind that you can't distinguish between new and used sales, you know, and there are other factors in play. Like I said, because you're FBA, you can potentially get higher than what the figures say and that sort of thing. But it is useful data and it's free to use, so yeah, I recommend it thoroughly. So anyway, sorry if I waffled. I hope there was something useful in there for you, and yeah, I will be sticking this online. But like I said, I'm quite disappointed at the state of that corner. It's obviously been dropped on the corner of the box, so I think I'll be firing off an email to Disney right now and see what they say about that. Anyway, thanks for watching, give it a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you soon.